Alright, what is up YouTubes? Mountain Man Magic, and we are about to start our 12th draft for the YouTubes. I just want to say, Neki, clearly you know something the rest of us don't. 44 trophies. That's pretty impressive. So well done, dude or dudette. That is, yeah, very nice. Alright, our draft has started, and we have a pretty decent pack. Dismissive Pyromancer is a really nice 2-drop. It lets you rummage through your deck. It can also take out a fairly decent sized target. Not a bad pick at all. Aerial Engineer is super strong. It's in pretty much my favorite deck thus far, which is the blue-white. I think blue is my favorite color, but blue-white, blue-green, those are definitely my favorite decks to be in. Bone to Ash is a fine card. Lightning Mare, if you're in red, sure. Bristling Boar is okay. Dreadmaw is a pretty nice pickup. And actually, I think you take these earlier than you'd expect in this draft because you just need that top end and everything. I mean, almost every card in this pack is playable, which is pretty nice. But I think I'm happy taking the Dismissive Pyromancer here. It's just a really nice pull. It's gonna do a lot for us, and yeah, I think the rest of it's probably the strongest card standalone as well. So yeah, we'll take the Dismissive Pyromancer. We're seeing a Desecrated Tomb, which is pretty meh. Fell Spectre, sure. Stitcher's Supplier is kind of unplayable. Cancel I like a lot. Child of the Night works in some decks, is meh in other decks. Disperse is a nice card. Dwarven Priest is a really nice card in the life gain deck. Invoke the Divine, you kind of want one in just about every white deck you make. Onaki Ogre. I think Rabid Bite's just the best card, although Fell Spectre is... Some people really like Fell Spectre. I'm like 50-50 on it. It's not something I'm super excited to take really early. Yeah, I think I'll just take Rabid Bite. I think green's a really strong color. I think removal is definitely helpful, so we'll go with that. Who are we drafting with? There's us. We are passing to Rifta Money Match 1, who then Superfly 500, Carlito Buns, The Bullet. Ooh, The Bullet. Troy Minotaur. Wait, no, it's Troy Minator. Labutin, and Kevlar 0808. Alright, so we could take Crucible Worlds, which is the most valuable card in the pack, but I would not say the best card. Another Bone to Ash. These are like nice red cards too. Siegebreaker Giant and Thud. Very nice red cards. Anticipate, Druid of the Cowl, one of the best green commons. Gearsmith Guardian's a nice card. Cavalry. So like all these commons are fairly decent. Infernal Scarring and Ghost Form are closer to the unplayable spot. But for where we're at right now, nothing's really like you could take the Siegebreaker and be pretty happy about it. Take the Druid of the Cowl, be pretty happy about it. So I'm kind of between these two cards right now because I do think they're the strongest. I think Siegebreaker's the higher upside. I mean, it's a 6/3 trample. It makes other creatures unable to block. So I think that's pretty strong. So we'll give you a gander, Siegebreaker. Interesting. Metamorphic Alteration has not been grabbed, nor has Divination or a Serpent. Green, that's a, Elvish Rejuvenator is a nice green card. Plummet's a good green card that you're going to want in just about any deck. Pegasus Courser. So I'm not seeing, like, white looks okay with a Pegasus Courser. Line Breaker's a pretty meh playable. Pack Beast can work, but again, not the most ideal 3-drop. Red, though, all we have is an Onaki Ogre. So that kind of makes me a little concerned. Blue's looking open. Red, not so much. But a card like Elvish Rejuvenator, I'm pretty happy to take that. It ramps. It's a body. Is it as good as these cards, though? Divination or Alteration? I'm not sure it is. And I think I'd rather hedge towards blue than grab a Rejuvenator. And I think I'll take Alteration. I think it's a super strong card in certain circumstances, like game-winning strong. Other ones not so much. Yeah, and now red looks pretty underwhelming. Green's not bad, though, with the dagger back. But blue's looking pretty solid right now. Like the Aven Windmage, that's a fine 3-drop. I'm pretty happy to take that. Ooh, another Rabid Bite. Okay. I think that's a pretty clear take. I'm happy to take another Rabid Bite. Could take the Tapland. Could take the Gearsmith Guardian, which I'm actually a big fan of this card. Drill Master is definitely a nice card. But it only, like, for me, it's a fine common, it's a fine 2-drop, but it only works if you're ahead or being aggressive. If you're anywhere near behind, it's pretty much a 2/1 for 2, because you're not going to use its attack ability, or its, you know, pump ability and then attack with something. So Titanic Growth, a fine playable, could also take the tap land, or could kind of hedge towards Gearsmith Guardian if we think we're going to be in blue. And I think I'll take the Guardian. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Anticipate or Colossal Dreadmaw. Okay, so right now I'm cutting out red because I'm not seeing it. Let's sort by color. No, sorry, sort by mana cost. I think the issue with my last couple decks that I've drafted have been not having the top end we want. So I think I'm going to take the Dreadmaw. Anticipate is definitely good. See, now I feel a little punished. I should have taken the Anticipate and then taken the Dreadmaw here. Although we have a shot at a Boar or a Plummet. Or even a Serpent. But I think getting something like Removal, Plummet for the flying, I think is going to be the best bet for us. So we're going to take the Plummet. Oh, get another shot at a Titanic Growth? Sure. Another Guardian or a Naturalize. Wow. So blue's looking pretty unsure right now. So to take another Guardian forces us a bit closer to blue. Naturalize, I think, is something that we do want. So I'm going to take the first Naturalize over the second Guardian. I think Line Breaker is kind of blah. I'll take the rare because it's a rare. Root, Snare, and Sovereign's Bite. No one likes this card, apparently. Come on, pack 2. We've yet to open up a Planeswalker. I will say that. With the amount of drafts I've done for the YouTubes and not for the YouTubes, I'm pretty impressed to have not opened up a Planeswalker yet. So, like, Tezzeret, you want to throw a foil Tezzeret at me? I got no problems with that. Well, the red Sacrifice deck is looking happy. Gravedigger, super nice. Skilled Animator. I mean, this is a card after my heart. This is probably my favorite blue card in the set. And this pack has a lot of red in it. I'm going to take the Animator, though. So we want to get some more artifacts. Wow. Can I just take 3 cards from this pack and then skip the rest of the pack? No, that's crazy. Archaeologist is super good. Another Animator is also really good. And then something to animate like the Sky Scanner or the Axe. Like, this is... Whew. I think Archaeologist is just the best card in this pack. I've yet to be able to play it, though, and really get the value out of it that I was hoping for. And then a card like Animator or Sky Scanner are just... They're ones I'm so happy to play. Oof. Tough. We have no artifacts, though, so I think Animator falls a little bit for us. And I'd probably be happier taking something like the Sky Scanner or the Archaeologist. Because the Archaeologist, too, if you get it out there and the game's anywhere near a stalemate, you just win. Because you're just going to draw so many cards. There's no way you don't get out of that rut. I'm just so sad to be passing all this good stuff. But we'll take... I think we got to take you. Wow, Hydra? That's a really nice grab. It's a super good green card. Diamond Mare is also a really good card for us. Gets us an artifact, gets us some life gain. Wow, well, we're getting past some nice cards. And then you even got stuff like Luminous Bonds. So again, like 3 cards that are pretty crazy. The Diamond Mare I'm tempted by. We do need more creatures. We're only at 5 right now. So I'll take the Hydra. It's just the highest upside. Let's grab it, move on. Prodigy, I don't really like. Basilisk, I do like a lot, especially with having 2 Rabid Bites. It's pretty much the perfect creature to have for it. There is some nice black for sure, some nice white, but Daggerback just works for us. Ooh, Regal Bloodlord. Another Rabid Bite and an Explosive Apparatus. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'm going to take the Rabid Bite, though. If we end up with that second Animator, then I'm going to want more stuff like Explosive Apparatus. There's no real creatures here. Removals at a premium in this color combo. All right, Rock's Oracle. I think we could rock a Rock's Oracle. Highland Games, okay, but I think I'm more leaning towards the more expensive creature that replaces itself. Ooh, Essence Scatter. My favorite blue card in the common spot. We'll take you for sure. You know, we're probably not playing all three of these Rabid Bites right now. I'm gonna throw one on the sideboard. Man, if we'd get past back the animator, I'd be the happiest person alive. It's impressive to me how often it seems we end up in the same color combinations. Like when I did the sacrifice deck, it was like 3 of the 5 drafts or 4 of the 6 drafts that I posted were sacrifice decks. And now this green-blue combo just seems to keep coming back to us. We've seen probably like a black-red deck could have worked as well. Maybe that's why I'm focusing more on the green and blue, because we played so much of the black-red. Oh, a divination came to us. Or we could grab a boar or a giant spider. And we have exactly 0 4-drops, which is pretty impressive. I think divination's just too good. A tap land. I think Courser's fairly nice. A 3/3 in this format's nothing to scoff at. And the tap land would be good, but I think we gotta get some creatures down because we're getting towards the end of pack 2 here. Unfortunately, we did not wheel the super strong card we wanted. Frilled Sea Serpent, sure. Sentinel. I'll take the Nightmare's Thirst. Okay. Well, potential spot fill with our Highland game. Not all bad. All right, pack 3. Here comes Tezzeret. Feeling good. After this forest. I guess if you want to throw Vivian Reed at us, that's fine. I'd be pretty happy with that too. Pack 3. What do we see? We see Goreclaw, which is a phenomenal 4-drop and works really well with our creatures that do end up getting bigger, like our top end stuff. And it's probably the pick. Although a card like Omen Speaker or Growth, like these are all nice playables, but Goreclaw is just slam it down. Happy to play that in just about any green deck. Happy to see that we do have some top end that will make use of it. Right now I'm hoping for another, two or 3 4-drops, potentially another 5+ drop. If we can get some artifacts to make Skilled Animator actually do something, that would be really nice. So I think we got a lot of potential. If we can just put those last few pieces into this deck, I'll be feeling pretty happy about it. And what do we turn over? We see a Dragon's Horde, which is not bad, although we're not going to be playing a dragon. But it's basically like a Manalith for us. Encyclopedia is not all bad, especially with where we're at. We got the early game looking pretty decent. We got some creatures. We got some interaction. We could just go straight for another creature, or like a Salvager is not all bad. We do have a lot. What, they can get back Divination, a Rabid Bite, Plummet, Naturalize. So there's a lot of targets for the Salvager of Secrets. The Arcane Encyclopedia, if our deck ends up just being one that's taken kind of a chilled path, that could work really well for us. So I'm between Arcane Encyclopedia and Salvager of Secrets. Do I want the creature, or do I want the artifact that we can hopefully make into a creature and gets us card advantage? And I haven't really tried the Encyclopedia. I think I'm going to try the Encyclopedia. Ooh, and then we get kind of gifted with a Prodigious Growth, which this card I've won plenty of games with, probably more than I should have, but I don't mind one bit. This is pretty much a bomb. It makes any one of our creatures lethal, so we're gonna take that. What? Man, I don't understand. Another one. That is very interesting. Okay, we got stuff like another Rock's Oracle we could grab, a Druid of the Horns, but we have nothing to equip it with. A Declare Dominance even? Like, I just want a decent creature. But I don't want to pass 2 of these things. We don't really have much ramp for it right now, though. Wow, that's... Are we going to play 2 of these in our deck? I feel like you'd want to. But I feel like with 11 creatures, we're going to be pretty hurting if we don't have stuff on the board. Do I just take the... No, we're going to take you just because you're the bomb. It's crazy, I know. All right, Rejuvenator's a fine pull here. As with Scholar, but right now we only have 2 potential artifacts to trigger this, which doesn't make me feel super good about it. Rejuvenator gets us some ramp, which we do need. And it's a early game body. Ooh, Vigilant Baloth. There's like a super nice card to see at this point. That's like the ideal 5-drop that we're looking for. Still looking for some decent 4-drops though to throw in with our Goreclaw. Although we could just, hey, Hungering Hydra, let's pretend you're a 4-drop for a minute. Are there any of these cards that we're not, like Naturalize probably isn't as main boardable as Plummet? So I think I'm going to throw you in the sideboard. And we don't see anything too exciting here. I think Wall of Mist is a bit better because it's just something that helps gum up the ground a bit more, but Wall of Vines also has that reach. But we already have one of these, don't we? We already have a Wall of Vines, so we'll take a Wall of Mist. And now we're getting sad, because it's like we just need a couple cards that we could still find at this point. Nothing here is really looking super nice, though. I guess we just take the Prodigy. All right, wow, Anticipate, okay. A Growth or a Wall of Mist again. We'll take the Anticipate. Another Naturalize, okay. Wow, this thing made it all the way around. So we could have 4 Rabid Bites. I don't think we want 4 Rabid Bites. We'll take another Courser. The Druid of the Horn did come around. But we have... I mean, we have a Prodigious Growth we could throw on it. But a 2/3 for 4 does not sound all that enticing. We could throw Metamorphic Alteration on it. And make it a copy. No. But we'll take the Highland Game. Because I'm not moving quick enough. We'll take the Scholar of the Stars. Okay. So this was one of those drafts where the cards that we were really wanting were all bunched together in the same pack. And unfortunately, we just didn't wheel the really strong stuff we were hoping for. So we got 14 creatures, 10 non-creatures. Let's group stuff separately. The Prodigious Growth is super strong. Like, that's a really nice card. It's going to be good to have creatures to put it on. Okay, we take out the Plummet. This is basically our 23. The question would be, do we want to play Alteration or do we want to play a second Prodigious Growth? And I feel like that's going to throw our curve off a bit too much. Let's see. Combine groups. Sort by mana cost. Our curve I don't mind right now. Like, you look at it like that, we got a decent amount of top-end stuff. I'm happy about that. The problem is that our Animator is not looking like it's going to have a consistent target. And that makes me sad. Yeah, I think the Animator is not a great play here, because we did not end up with enough artifacts. Let's just throw in a Highland Game. Let's add some basic lands. 6 and 11, I think, is okay. Now I want 7 islands. And we're gonna see how this goes. See how everything feels. We'll see in match 1. Match 1, we're up against Dono. It's either Dono or Dono. And this is 100% not a keepable hand. This is better. Yeah, we draw a 3rd land, whatever color. I'm feeling okay about it. They kept 6, we'll keep 6. Island on top would be nice. Where does our opponent scry? They put 1 card on top of their library. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be super greedy here. We'll keep the 3rd Forest on top. Upkeep. Alright, so we're up against a white deck. A blue-white deck, they say. Interesting. Alright, do we just flood with green? Is that what's happening in this game? Maybe they're waiting to essence scatter us there. Maybe they're still waiting to essence. Okay, they missed their third land drop. Okay. I mean, we got to play it. If they have essence scatter, they have essence scatter. They do not. That's promising. We lose probably three of our top 5-6 cards with that. Oh well. Here we go. Keep missing land drops. Keep missing land drops. And it appears they do. We keep kind of flooding. Let's begin combat. Let's swing for one. So we could divination, or we could basilisk and then keep up anticipate. And I think that's what I want to do. Keep adding to the board. And never mind, get countered. That is unfortunate. I'm surprised they didn't counter our rejuvenator. We're going to yield until the next end step. There's no way they don't have another counter. Wow, okay, we'll just take the playable because don't really want the lands. Upkeep, draw. Vigilant Baloth, that is a nice card. Now my concern is whether or not Baloth will resolve, and I don't honestly want to play it with them having mana open and 6 cards in hand. I'm not convinced they don't have a counter. Okay. And next turn we're going to have enough mana where we can play Baloth and Rabid Bite something. They got their own divination. Maybe they were just... Well, they weren't bluffing it because they had 3 cards up, or 3 mana up last turn. So we don't know for sure. Play you out. Hold on. I don't want to make the mistake of not attacking. We want to act like we're a good Magic player. Attack for 1. You can't block with anything. Mwahaha. Main. 4/5. And what's awesome is next turn, if they don't get rid of our Archaeologist, we now have the option to just draw cards for days. If they do end up playing a creature out, which I'm hoping they do, we just Rabid Bite it, and then we start hitting them for a pretty sizable chunk. If they do use their removal or whatever on our Baloth, then we just start getting mass card advantage. They've got 8 spells in hand. Alright, Exclusion Mage. What are you bouncing? I'm assuming the Baloth. Yep. Okay. What's nice is we can just Rabid Bite this as well. Just to get it out of there. So we can Baloth, and then we could actually Alteration to make a second Baloth, which isn't too shabby. But do I want to just Rabid Bite this to get it out of the way? I feel like that's a bit much. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Baloth. We're going to choose target creature to enchant. We're going to enchant our Rejuvenator to become a copy of our Baloth. And now we have 2 Baloths. And this is when we get Cleansing Nova'd, and I feel real sad about it. Alright, they hit their 5th land, so Cleansing Nova is a potential card, you know, if they have it in their deck. If they don't, though, we're pretty much removing whatever they put on the board. 1, 2, 3. Okay. While that's annoying, it's not all bad. It's just 4 power on the board. Upkeep. Draw. Main. I really want to Rabid Bite something just so they don't end up pumping a creature. So I think I'm just going to... Does it really matter? I'm going to Rabid Bite this guy. See what they do about it. Nothing. Alright, we're going to go to combat. 2/5/5 Vigilant Creatures coming at you. And we win. Okay, well, hey. Not too shabby. Their deck, we're not really sure what it's trying to do. Clearly they have some flyers because they're just blue-white. They've got the artifact thing going, so maybe it's worth throwing a Naturalize in. But what would we pull out? You know, I think our deck worked okay. We just stumbled a bit there, just getting a lot of green mana. So I think I'm okay just keeping what we had going. All right, game 2. While this is not an ideal hand, being on the draw and having divination, I think I'm okay keeping it. Let's just fingers crossed we don't get flooded. Our opponent's deck seemed fairly slow as well. Now that could have just been because of mana issues, but let's just see what happens. Omen Speaker, that's a fine card to play out. Let's see what they scry. Like the fact that they scooped when they had what, like 7 or 8 cards in hand, and all we had was 2 decent creatures on the board, makes me wonder, like, were they just having terrible draws, or does their deck just not have good responses to a nice top end? All right, we continue to draw land. No more lands, please. So next turn we could either play Courser or Divination, depending on what they do this turn. If they add to the board, maybe we just play Courser. If they don't... Okay, Sky Scanner, interesting. Not really threatening. We are flooding. I think I'm happier adding to the board, because then we're not getting chip-shotted. If they have an Exclusion Mage, they're going to use it. Looks like are they struggling to hit white, or are they just playing blue? If they don't play a white, a plains this turn, I'm going to think they're probably missing a color. Rogue's Gloves, okay. And are they missing a land drop? Wait, what? Okay. I will block. I think this is where they say, oops, dope. Yep. That was a dope moment, for sure. And our turn. Okay, upkeep. Don't worry, everyone. We've got all the land we could ever want. I just want to see what we get before we attack. Okay, so next turn we're feeling happy. Next turn we got Rock's Oracle if they keep mana up and we're worried about them countering something. If they don't keep mana up, then I think we just slam the Baloth down. Alright, Scholar of Stars. Well, they're definitely getting their card draw on. Let's just hope the cards they draw don't really give them much to do. That is a thing. Main and... okay. No more land. That's a good draw. I want to first attack. I am willing to accept that trade. Okay, that's fine. And then we will play our Baloth. Now, I'm fully expecting it to get bounced to my hand. So in that case, well, I guess if I was expecting, why not play Rock's Oracle? And then we get to draw an extra card. All right, they're just looking to draw cards for days. which is, like, that's not good. They didn't do anything interesting. Begin combat. So we're going to attack and wait for this to get dispersed or something. Three. Uncomfortable chill. That's not too shabby. For us, I mean, I'm really not too upset to see that. So we've got 6 mana available to us. So we could play Goreclaw and then make this into a Goreclaw so it's not flying anymore. I don't think that's a good idea. Or we just play something like our Rocks Oracle, draw a card. Or we play something like Goreclaw. I think we just play Goreclaw. And say go. Like, if they have something like a sleep, I'll be annoyed. Are they really struggling to find planes still? All right, 4. Another Scholar of Stars. Okay. And, oh, nope, just kidding. We're going to attack first. We're going to do nothing about it. Our opponent has drawn more cards than I think they know what to do with. But no, okay. And then an axe. Interesting. Upkeep. Alrighty. That's not a bad card to grab. So we'll play you down. Let's begin some combat. Feeling pretty confident about this attack right now. Attack with all creatures. Coming at them for 11. They can absorb 2 of it. They don't. End combat main. So we could play down the Dreadmaw. My concern being if they have... Okay, or we just win. Never mind, they scoop. GG's. I'm going to throw them a GG's because it won't let me. Never mind. And we'll see in match 2. In match 2, it looks like we're going to be on the draw. Unless our opponent puts us on the play. So that first match, I mean, that was good for us. We had decent curve outs. Our opponent seemed to just draw and draw, but not ever find what they were looking for. I'm not super excited to keep this hand, but 3 land. Ooh, especially against a red deck. Please don't do turn 1. This could get hairy if we don't find some playables. Well, at least there's a playable. It's a body. It's a body we can pump, or we can use alteration with to get rid of their biggest threat, but then give them a land? Question mark. No turn 2. Okay, that makes us feel a little bit better. All right, we're drawn. Drawn plays. Not feeling too upset about it. I'm still going to play the Rejuvenator down first because we want to get to that 4th land. And eventually to our 6th, so we can play our Serpent, a 3-drop. One of my favorite. The Brute, the 3/2 Menace. A fine card indeed. All right, let's play you out. Hit OK. Get a forest. And say go. Now it would be really unfortunate to have to like double block and then pump our Basilisk to keep it around. Because if we block, we're 2-for-1ing ourselves either way. But do we want to 2-for-1 ourselves with the Basilisk or the Titanic Growth? You know what I mean? Because they're swinging for 3. There's another card that swings for 3. All right, we got to 5 mana. That's not bad. And I think... Ooh, we could actually like turn these... Yeah, like that's kind of annoying to give them another 3/3, but now they have to pay to attack with anything. And that's not all bad for us in one way. But I think I'm going to play the Encyclopedia here. And if I throw the alteration on this, that's probably going to slow him up quite a bit. but I do also just give them, they still get to keep their 3/3. If I don't, though, I'm taking another 3, potentially more. That's interesting. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Let's just have a little fun. Let's get crazy with it. I guess we could make it this, but then we're giving them another land. Right? Because does it then turn into that and then it enters the battlefield effect? This just kind of stalls them up. If I know it doesn't give them a land, I'll turn them into the 1/1. And I'll feel real dumb, though, if I give them a land as a result. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we'll turn into the Rejuvenator. Okay. So it looks like it didn't give them the land because it's not entering the battlefield. It's already been on the battlefield. Now I feel smart. Now I feel so smart. It's like reading the card explains the card. What a concept. Are they going to shock it? Begin combat. Okay. Block. I think I'm happier taking 1 and just leaving it back as a blocker. That's fine. And, alright, upkeep. We are now to our 6th mana. We could do Courser and draw a card, or just play out our big Mamba Jamba. So I think I'm happier just playing out our big Mamba Jamba, saying go, and then from here on out we've got Courser or Basilisk or whatever we want to play, and we're drawing a card till we get our big stuff back. Is our opponent going to find their second color? Are they mono red? Well, whatever their second or 5th color is, they now have access to it. Attacking for 1? Question mark? Okay. Psych. Okay. I think we attack with everything, and then if they block, we can just pump our Serpent. That's not bad. Alright, let's begin combat. Attack with the 4/6. Wait and see what they want to do. They want to take 4 damage. Okay. And combat main. Now we could play Goreclaw, and that now creates an issue for them. Every time we attack, we've got 5 trample damage coming at them. I think that's pretty solid. We could risk it and like just draw the card now, and then if we hit a land, play Goreclaw, or play Goreclaw and keep up Titanic Growth. That could also be okay. So we'll do that. We'll keep up Titanic Growth. There's their second color. I mean, they had Manolith, but now they've got double black. So if they want to do something really annoying like Lich's Caress, or play a really annoying card like Vampire Sovereign, Plagmare is a little annoying. We lose our Rejuvenator. That's, you know, it happens. Sometimes you lose a card. And now they can swing for 3. I'm okay taking 3. Don't want to lose our trick. Let's wait until this upcoming turn. Sure strike. Sure on the sure strike. I mean, I respect them using it offensively. That's not bad. Knocking us down to 8. 9. No, it's first. Yeah, 8, because they just did the first strike damages. Do they shock the Goreclaw? No. Okay. Or try to shock the Goreclaw, I should say. Now we have a 5-drop, which is quite good. What happens if they have another sure strike, though? We're taking at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 8 exactly if we only play 1 blocker. So Let's attack here. And see what happens. Look at how angry this bear is. Probably the least happy bear in history. And it's huge. Yeah, I feel bad for that dude. Maybe I don't, though. Maybe he was like a jerk and he's like, I'm going to cut down and burn up your cave and be a big meanie. And then you kind of get what's coming to you when you're in nature like that. You don't mess with the 12-foot bear. And you don't want to know how she got that name, according to the card. All right, they have a dilemma. What do we do? Do we double block? Yes, you please very much so double block. Do it. Do the double blocks. This is 10. No blocks. Okay. If we had 2 Titanic Growths, I'd be pretty happy. Main. 3. And 3. And then next turn, we pretty much win, I think. I mean, there's still a chance. Like, could they play a Vampire Sovereign? If they had another land, yes. And sure, strike it. Okay. Block. We'll go for the E. Actually, wait. I want to cancel. I want you to block there. I want you to block there. And we're taking 1. And then we drop. Whoa, what just happened? What just happened? Lava Axe into a shock? Into a thud. Wow, ooh. See, now I feel like a dummy. I should have blocked with the 1/1 earlier. Was not expecting the 7-point turnaround. That's a little unfortunate. We'll keep. This is a decent hand. We got a 2-drop. Just hope our mana works out. Ooh. Well, our opponent definitely lucked out in some ways. Play a Highland Game, which I kind of like. When you're on the play, Highland Game I think feels pretty nice. Except for when it gets shocked. That does not feel nice. Alright, come on land. Son of a gun. Alright, well, we got a little unlucky in that first game. We need some luck to bring us back into this second game. What do they got? They got the Sentinel. Come on. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. Well, you don't keep 2 landers. Not when everything in your hand is 4 and up. Yep. Yep, we're taking 3 flying. That's our life. Alright, we got there. Kind of. It's a creature. It's a creature that can be shocked to death, unfortunately. Ooh, they're playing 3 colors. Very interesting. 1 with the machine. Draw them 3 cards. Must be nice. All right. 4th land, feeling happy about that. We will begin combat. We will attack for 2. And we'll play out our Goreclaw again. And hope it doesn't get lightning struck or dwindled or something annoying. Now, if we hit land number 5, I'll be really happy. Gutter snipe. Yep. Taking 3 again. Okay, so I'm guessing our opponent wants to be aggressive here. So I'm guessing they've got their annoying stuff in hand again. So we got to keep that in mind. Ooh, we get a little gift there. Attack with all creatures. And combat main. And let's play. Oh, I forgot Goreclaw makes this like way cheaper. Isn't that a nice bonus? How do I always forget that second part of it? I probably could have played a lot differently last game then. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And we do actually keep up alteration, which is not bad. We could even next turn make our 2/2 flyer into another 5/5. Let's choices, decisions. Our opponent has Nicol Bolas. Well, we're getting rid of this card. This card's becoming an Aven Wind Mage or something annoying. We are going to discard what? Do we want to get rid of the encyclopedia? Yeah. Okay. Upkeep. So I'm glad we kept this because you are going to become you're getting out of here. We can't have you around. You are turning into a sentinel or the wind mage. The wind mage they can then double block. No, they'd have to triple block. Yeah, we'll turn it into the wind mage. Don't know why they said that, but okay. Begin combat. Attack. Make them make some decisions. Ooh, wait. Oh, man, do I not attack? Because then I can't play my Gearsmith if this dies. Becomes a 5/4. They could double block there. It dies. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. If I block attack with this, I assume they're going to double block or just okay, we're going to keep Goreclaw back. Ooh, I wish I had Titanic Growth in my hand right now. Because that gets everything out of the range of Sure Strike as well. Okay, I'm happy with chump blocks unless they Sure Strike something. Nice. That is not ideal. Man, our opponent's just got answers on answers right now. Okay. Yep. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so bad. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Gearsmith only has a 3/5 when it comes into play. What am I doing? I should have just played Dreadmaw and called it a day. Because now we're getting smacked for at least 5. Nope, cancel that. Let's just play you down. And say okay. I think we lose here. I think I just punted pretty hard. Our opponents just had perfect plays, which has been really frustrating for us. Like, we haven't been able to really get on top of where we're at. Now, we kept a 2-lander, and overall it's worked out fairly well, but they just keep drawing exactly what they need to deal with what we got going on. Okay, that's game. GG's. Oh, man. Man, I just... All right, we'll see you in match 3. Trying to redeem ourselves from... You know, looking back, I definitely didn't play that thing amazingly. We're going to mulligan. I don't want to keep a 5-lander. That feels better. We'll put you on top. Yeah, it seemed like our opponent just had answers for anything we were doing, which always feels like frustrating. Like, you're like, man, I can't get out of this rut I'm in, or this hole I'm in. And that's kudos to their deck. It seemed pretty fun. They seemed to have like a little bit of everything. Do I want to play out Archaeologist here, or just wait for later in the game? Because what would they could do stuff like... No, you know what? We're going to play it. They could play something like the Nightmare's Thirst. They could end up playing a Plagmare in a couple turns. They could Skeleton Archer ping it. You know, there's a lot of stuff that could happen. But if they end up just skipping turn 2, or they play something like this, that's not exactly awesome for us. Land, I'm not upset about. Next turn we can attack with our Basilisk, so that's not all bad. Or if they ramp into something cool here, we can Rapid Bite it. Highland Game's probably the most annoying card they could have played. Upkeep. So my thought is to Rapid Bite the Highland Game and then just attack with the Basilisk. But I don't think that's... I mean, next turn, what happens? We take 2, right? Yeah, we'll just play this out. All right, so for this match, black, green. We're hoping they don't have all the awesome removal that black has. That would be a bit of a bummer. Come next turn, we can start drawing lots of cards. If they don't kill us here, 3 looks like Plagmare. Nope, Gift of Paradise. There's still hope for us, but they've got 3 mana up still. What could happen? Yep. We take 2. And there we go. Okay. All right, now we don't want any more manas, please. So we're going to attack ourselves for 2. Nothing happens, and we'll just say go. Now if they play something big here, we can Rapid Bite it this turn. Poison Tip Archer is a nice play. If they play their own Rapid Bite here, I'm going to be a little sad. Be in combat. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the ping for the Highland Game of theirs. All right, we'll draw 2 cards. The ideal Mystic Archaeologist move. They are going to kill it. Okay. Well, it was bound to happen, and that's not all bad, because it's not going to stop our Rapid Bite, and we still have our tome out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Got that. Choose target creature you don't control to be dealt damage. We got that. Look how excited that guy is. And we attack for 2. And say go. Alright, now we're a little flooded, but at least we have some way to hopefully get out of it by drawing cards with Arcane Encyclopedia. And all in all, you know, they used murder on our archaeologist, which isn't great because that was kind of a nice little win condition for us. Now having a 6/6 Colossal Dreadmaw is also not ideal. Upkeep. A Highland game of our own. We're going to draw a card. Another Rabid Bite. Come on, Rabid Bite. You're too late. Alright, although Daggerback is a fine blocker for Colossal Dreadmaw, so it's not all bad. We've got a couple cards we're looking for, like our Titanic Growth, another Rabid Bite, something that can fly over the Dreadmaw. We got Essence Scatter Essence Scatter mana up. We're okay. I'm feeling okay. We're a bit of a stalemate type situation. But if they attack with a Highland game, we know they have a trick of some sort. What do they have? Talons? Okay. Okay. Go to blocks. And see how this goes. Well, that was fairly ideal. That is in no way upsetting. And now I hope they just plan on playing a nice 4-drop. And we can give it Essence Scatter. I'm ready to play it. Macabre Waltz. Okie dokie. Although we do have Essence Scatter up for when they bring the Dreadmaw back. So we could 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we still... Okay, so let's first draw a card. Not ideal. Let's begin combat and attack with our soon-to-be 5/4. Please don't have Titanic Growth. Okay, end combat main. Play our Aven Wind Mage. And say go. Essence Scatter is about to earn its keep. They're so excited. Ooh, do we... Wait, they got the Dreadmaw back, right? I think the Dreadmaw is worse than this. Or is it? Now we'll Essence Scatter this. Because now we've got a race situation and our Wind Mage can get us there. There we go. See, we got more outs for the Dreadmaw than we do for that annoying card. Alright, begin combat. Attack. Attack with all creatures. Are they going down to 9? It looks like they're going down to 9. Okay. And so we know they have a Dreadmaw in hand as well as... Oh yeah, they can get their Talons back. One, two, three, four, five, six. There's your Dreadmaw. They have enough to throw the Talons on something. They're not going to. Okay. I think we're getting there with our Titanic Growth. Draw a card. Alrighty. Begin combat. Now, if we attack with everything, this will turn into a 3. This will be 5, 9. So we'll be swinging for 12. Yeah. And then they have to block or else. Please don't have a Titanic growth of your own. And combat. We'll throw down a Courser. And now hopefully we got it. But they got 3 cards in hand. Nope. All right. Nice. Game 1 down. Rabid Bites. I mean, we got 2. I think 2's a pretty solid amount. I'm feeling okay. I'm impressed we have yet to draw our Prodigious Growth or our Hungering Hydra. We drew our Colossal Dreadmaw once, and then it got Active Treasoned to swing on us for the W. Yeah, I mean, that was a fun deck that our match 2 opponent had. Nail Biter of games. I definitely didn't navigate them properly, but I still think, I feel like their deck was just an amazing counter to just about everything we were throwing. So as frustrating as it is to lose, you know, gotta respect what they did. They put us on the play. Interesting. Interesting. If we draw that 3rd land, I'm super happy, so we're going to keep. Got our Archaeologist back. We've got our top end looking strong. We just have to get there. And we kind of get there. I'm not playing out the Archaeologist. Why? That's a good question. Why would I not play it out? Because they're going to play Highland Game and it's going to do nothing. Or they're going to play this out and it's going to do nothing. Okay, we'll play you out. We'll ramp a bit to make sure we hit that 4th land. Ooh, those are all... Man, we just have the worst luck when it comes to grabbing cards and not putting nothing but absolute gas on the bottom. So those were essentially 3 of our best cards against this opponent. Now they've got 4 mana at their disposal. Let's see what happens. Runic Armasaur. It's an annoying wall to get through, that's for sure. But it's nothing. I'm surprised they didn't attack with the Druid of the Cowl. I think they're surprised they didn't attack with the Druid. 5th land. We did it. We're good at this game. 3, 4, 5. Now we've got a double block for the Runic Armasaur. I'm not upset about that. We grab our 6th land. So the land situation, look, we've had nothing but luck in that department with keeping questionable hands and it working out. Our opponent finds their 2nd color and an incredible green card to drop. Now we could either get our own Green Seeker. Block. They're offering up the trade. Let's do it. I'm half tempted to keep. What are they doing? What's your trick? Titanic growth. Okay. Yeah, that's not the worst thing to happen. So we got 6 mana. Let's just throw down our Dreadmaw. And then next turn we can play Archaeologist and use it to draw cards if we want, or we could play Archaeologist and drop a 5/5. Part of me is thinking we just turn their Green Seeker into another Druid of the Cowl, because it's just going to draw them so many cards, and that is no bueno. We want to be the one drawing cards. We don't want them to draw cards. So we could also skip. Interesting. We could not play the Guardian. We could go Archaeologist, get rid of their Green Seeker, and play a Highland game. If we attack, what do they block with? Oracle and Armasaur, and then we trade 1 for 1. That's not any good. Yeah, maybe we... Okay, let's... This card I legit think is as threatening as anything in their deck. So we're going to target this. We're going to turn it... into a Druid of the Cowl. They did not use their ability in response. Interesting. We're going to play you out. And we're going to play you out. And we're not going to attack because we don't want to trade our 6/6 for their 2/5 or their 4/2. If we had a Titanic Growth, well then I'm all kinds of excited. But we don't. Alright, well they've got... I think they missed the land drop, so that tells me that the 3 cards in hand are spells. But what could they be? They've got access to 8 mana, but only 1 black. Maybe that's a bit of their issue. Oh, naturalize. So in a way I'm not upset that I didn't play Gearsmith, because then they may have just killed our Guardian. And how dare they ever think they could kill our Guardian. No combat though, so that's telling me they don't really have any fancy tricks. Anticipate. Interesting. Okay. We're going to play you out. And we're going to say go. And then we're going to anticipate at the end of your turn. And hopefully find something nice and awesome. Okay, maybe they just played a land, yeah. So they probably drew another land. They still got 2 spells in hand. They forgot to use their Green Seeker ability too, didn't they? Yes, they did. Well, that doesn't make us upset at all. No attacks, okay. Let's anticipate. Yes, let's take Rapid Bite. Very nice. Now if they have Murder, we're going to be a little upset. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to draw 2 cards. Ooh, they get to draw a card. Maybe we want to kill the Armasaur with Rapid Bite. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's try it. I'm waiting for the Murder. Nope. Nice. Okay, begin combat. No more lollygagging. Let's get aggressive. If they got tricks, if they got whatever, let's see it. I'm assuming double block. Yep, alright. A 2 for 1. That's fine. And they take 6. Is that what happens? Activate. Well, they're remembering to activate their ability. Okay. I'm feeling okay about that. Now, granted, we just gave them a free card we didn't have to because I wasn't paying attention. Highland Game is a fine play for us. No attacks. Okay. Upkeep. We're going to play a land. We're going to draw a card, 2 cards. And we're going to begin combat. Attack with our 6/6 Trampler. Hope they don't murder it. Or block and pump. Here comes Murder. They've done it. How dare they? And now they're remembering their Green Seeker. They don't hit. End combat. Main. And we'll just keep adding to the board. Okay, Drew to the Horns. Ooh, this could be an issue. Don't start tapping mana. Don't throw your enchantment on it. That would make us sad. Surprised they didn't. Well, I guess I'm not surprised. Like, they have to murder the Dreadmaw over the Archaeologist because that's just what's going to run away with the game. Let's draw 2 more cards. Let's Rabid Bite. There. Please go away. Please go away. Nice. Okay, so we'll take the 2-1. I think that deck could have trophied, but overall, it was a fun deck. Worked out fairly decent for us. Thank you all for watching. If you're enjoying the content, you know, it would mean a lot to get some feedback. If you're liking it, thumbs up, thumbs down. If you are really enjoying it, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to keep trying to pump out content that y'all enjoy. Either way, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.